Oh, hey, how's it going, guys? Just dancing away. I'm Robert Slavinsky. With me over there is Mr. Colton.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
This is Bridging the Geekdoms, and thank you for joining us. Today is going to be an exciting show, I would think, and I'm going to ask Colton here to share this live show up on the social medias while I'm doing the opening here. Nice. But, yeah, nice. But we're going to talk all about Spider-Man No Way Home. We're going to talk about the trailer that just dropped. We are going to talk about so many different things in regards to Spider-Man No Way Home. For some reason, my internet seems to be difficult right now, which is annoying. There we go. But we're going to talk about rumors, expectations, and all the fun stuff that is surrounding Spider-Man No Way Home. But before we get into that, Colton, it's been a couple weeks, so what's new with you, buddy?
It's been a while. Just living, doing things. Gained an Instagram cult following, which is cool. I don't know how I did that or what I did, but I got one.
It's kind of bizarre.
Yeah, and I got like 1,500 likes on one of my pictures. No idea what I did. So if you want to follow that, I mean, besides that, I've been just like marathoning Pokemon games. That's pretty much been what I've been doing.
Interesting. Okay, yeah. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been pretty hard at work with the YouTube channel. I've been trying to pump out as much as I can. You've been doing some videos, which have been great. I've been editing those up that you make and getting them out on the channel. So please, all of you, if you've not subscribed to our channel or checked out some of our videos, head over to Bridging the Geekdoms on YouTube and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Right now, we are streaming from Twitch. We are on Periscope/Twitter and on YouTube right now. So make sure you head over to YouTube, hit that like button, hit subscribe. It's awesome because we are growing. We are a growing channel. And with that, make sure you head over to Spoilerverse.com. Spoilerverse.com is where you're going to find so much more from myself, as well as Colton over there for Polygon Warriors, Shooting the Sith, which is something we're probably going to do in a couple weeks here. We haven't done one for a while. And so many other great shows such as Spoiler Country, Misery Point Radio, Narrative Gunslingers, and a whole bunch more. So make sure to head over to Spoilerverse.com for all of that goodness. But we're going to get into it here, guys. We're gonna talk about some things. Well, we're not in the thick of it yet. We're going to get into the show here. I want to talk about What If, episode 3. Because
what if that show was good? Yeah, no.
Thank you. That is a very, very good way to put it. What if that show was actually good? And it's just not. It's really not.
I haven't watched it. I've watched maybe 10 minutes of the first episode, and I was like, nope, don't care enough.
I explained it best in my last review, and I still have hope that this show is going to be interesting and good. But in my last review, I explained that the show is like this. It is like a toddler or a 5-year-old has all of his Avengers toys on the carpet, and he's picking them up and going, "Wee, this is fun. Thanos is friends with Star-Lord, but Star-Lord is not Star-Lord. He's Black Panther. Oh, this is so much fun. Yay, wee!" Like, that's what it seems like to me. And this episode that came out today was, well, how can I put it? It was the most interesting out of the 3 that have come out so far, because it was, what if the Avengers died? What if the Mightiest Heroes died? And
then they'd be dead.
And honestly, at first I was kind of like, okay, I can get behind this idea. And seeing what would happen, how would S.H.I.E.L.D. and the Avengers Initiative go had Tony Stark died, had Thor died, had Hawkeye died. All these people have died.
Then they'd be dead. It wouldn't exist. Duh.
There was even some pretty cool intrigue in the episode with things like, well, what's happening? Like, how does Thor die? How does he get hit with an arrow that Hawkeye didn't actually shoot? He said, I never slip, and his arrow somehow slipped and killed him. How does Bruce Banner die? So many different things where, okay, this is pretty interesting. And then they reveal, spoilers, they reveal that it's Ant-Man, but not Scott Lang Ant-Man, Hank Pym Ant-Man. And he's mad because Hope Van Dyne, who is Wasp in the current MCU, was an agent for S.H.I.E.L.D. and died. So Hank Pym was all pissed off, and he was going and killing all these potential Avengers to punish Nick Fury and S.H.I.E.L.D.
Sound logic, completely sound logic.
I don't know. It's just, I get what they're trying to do, explain a multiverse and that there's different timelines and what if this happened and what if this happened. But the problem that they're doing is they're showing us
stuff no one cares about.
Yes.
Like, I think it'd be more interesting if, like, hey, what if we didn't kill all of our villains in every single movie? Like,
yeah.
Hey, what if this happened instead of this happening?
I don't care if Peggy Carter takes the superhero serum. I don't care if T'Challa becomes Star-Lord. It doesn't matter. It makes no sense. And they've not, besides the fact that the show is beautifully made, it is some gorgeous art. And it's cool to hear the voices of these actors actually coming in and portraying their characters in animated form. This show it's not doing it for me. And I hope it gets better. I really, truly hope that this show gets better. But as of right now, it's not doing it. It's just not. I know a lot of people are like, well, Kevin Feige said that it's part of the MCU. So it is going to lead somewhere. All it's doing is just establishing the multiverse, which got essentially set off in Loki and is going to be built on in Spider-Man and in Doctor Strange. And that might be it. I've heard some rumors and I've heard some rumblings that the whole multiverse aspect is going to be cleared up and done with by the end of Doctor Strange.
Oh, that's so disappointing.
That's to me, it's kind of like, it's pointless. Again, if that's true, this is all pointless. And the fact that we're not going to see these characters, as of right now, these versions of the characters in live action, as far as we know, we're not going to. So it is pointless to see a Peggy Carter as Captain Carter or T'Challa as Star-Lord. It's pointless is what it comes down to. And I know a lot of people get mad at me when I say that. There's been some discussion in the chats of our YouTube channel, even on Twitter, and I think even on Facebook, I've had some conversations where you're like, you're wrong. Kevin Feige says. And it's like, guys, just because Kevin Feige says it's MCU doesn't mean it's automatically good.
Yeah, I mean, like, Captain Marvel exists. Just saying, and that's part of the MCU.
I have a feeling that's going to be the next episode is a Captain Marvel episode, sadly.
What if she didn't suck?
Well, I'd definitely watch that one. I'd probably like it too.
What if it was Mila Kunis instead of Brie Larson?
You can't say that though, because you just hate Brie Larson because she's a woman. Well, at least that's what everybody says.
Correct.
That's
I don't care. I mean, I'll own up to it.
Look,
if that's what helps you sleep at night, yeah, sure.
That's the thing. If you don't like Captain Marvel, if you don't like that movie, if you think that movie isn't good, it's because you either A, hate Brie Larson because she said feminist things, or two, or B, or C, or whatever number or letter I'm at, you hate women, or all the above. That, like, people can't understand or grasp the fact that I don't like a movie because I don't think it's a good movie.
No, it doesn't make sense. And the fact that, like, you know what? I hate Brie Larson because I have bigger tits than her. That's why. That's what it is. You heard it here first.
I heard it here first. Honestly, I personally don't understand why people get so butthurt when somebody doesn't like Marvel or something from Marvel, because I have no problem. I enjoy a lot of the Marvel stuff, and that's why I'm going to stick with What If, because I have a feeling that there's going to be at least one episode that I sit back, I'm like, damn, that was a good episode. But it hasn't done it for me yet. The first 3 episodes just haven't done it.
Here's the next one. What if Nick Fury's scar came from a legitimate source and not a stupid cat? That right there, like, is the whole just icing on the cake of Captain Marvel. Just saying.
All right. Well, we're gonna now get into the meat.
Wait, before we jump, I know it's only what 3 episodes in, 4 episodes in.
3 episodes, yeah.
Where do you rank it in the Marvel TV shows? Do you rank it below WandaVision or above WandaVision?
I got to let it play out to see if I rank it above or below WandaVision. WandaVision was bad. It really was. It had a lot of cool aspects. I will give WandaVision that. There's a lot of cool aspects. I think Elizabeth Olsen, she is a treat to watch, and she did an amazing job in that show. All the different types of characters she had to play while still being Scarlet Witch, like that was impressive, beyond impressive. But I think what it comes down to, I need to move this camera a little bit.
Oh, fourth ball breaking.
I'm just looking, I'm like, oh man, my name's covering my face. But what I really think with that show is there was a bar set that was impossible to meet, and that's the problem, I think, with it right now. So, hey, Andrew, I see you there. We're about to get into the Spider-Man stuff, so don't go anywhere. I see your comment, Andrew. We're gonna pull it up once we get into it, because we're just kind of waiting. We have a guest that's going to be joining us, so I'm trying to delay a little bit to get him on the show because he's real excited about Spider-Man. So just bear with us here.
And you caught us. It's William Dafoe's special guest.
Wouldn't that be something, huh?
That would be actually kind of crazy. I'd be like, huh. Can you smile real weird for me, please?
I can't even do it. I can't do it.
My mustache is too big. I can't.
My face is too fat. I can't. Did you hear there was some Matrix footage shown at CinemaCon last night? Matrix 4? Yeah,
they showed that, and they showed some Uncharted footage.
Yeah. So make sure you head over to Bridging the Geekdoms. We got a really cool Matrix episode over on the Spotify's and all that jazz, where me, Colton, and a buddy of ours, Brian, rebooted the Matrix trilogy. It was pretty cool. So go listen to it. It's available everywhere now. So go check it out.
Everywhere.
That's what I'm saying.
Everywhere.
I'm going to do this now. I was going to wait till the end. I might do it again at the end. But if you've been following our podcast and seeing YouTube, and you've been noticing that we have put a new section, and I have been doing interviews with content creators, interviewers, YouTubers, cosplayers, all that jazz. So we have a new little channel or little section on Bridging the Geekdoms for interviews. And we're going to try and do about 2 interviews, get 2 interviews out a month. Colton's going to start doing some here soon. And I wanted to finally announce who my next interview is, because this was one of my favorite interviews I think I've ever done, period. I know I've done maybe about 10 or 15 of them in our podcasting journey up to this point. But this interview was an absolute blast. And this guy, I met him about a year ago because of the Zack Snyder Cut fandom and getting involved with it. But my next interview will be with none other than Dawson Wiedrich from Nerdy in Many Ways. It is releasing next Wednesday, September 1st at noon, both on YouTube and podcatching apps. So make sure you look for that. And I even brought a little treat, a little clip. Here, check it out right now.
I was around 9 or 10 years old when I first picked up a comic book. And I remember specifically it was an issue from the Batman Superman story written by Jeff Loeb. The issue was illustrated by Michael Turner. It was the issue where Supergirl comes to Earth and meets Batman and Superman. And it leads into eventually the whole story of Supergirl, being with Darkseid and all of that. And so I remember reading that issue specifically in the public library when Mom was renting out movies from.
And there it is, guys. And Colton's, checking his phone. But it's a little clip. It's a little clip from the interview I had with Dawson Wiedrich. Again, that is going to release next Wednesday at noon Eastern time on YouTube and all the podcatching apps. So make sure you check that out.
So get your gloves ready to catch that shit.
It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, it was such a great time to sit down. I've been wanting to sit down and talk with him and have him on the show for a number of months. And the big thing that I really want to do is get him on to talk Star Wars, which I think is going to be the next time I get him on the show, because he is a huge Star Wars nerd, and we know that we are Star Wars nerds as well. So
fucking nerds.
So I'm hoping to get him on to talk Star Wars in the very near future. Speaking of which, a new Disney gallery behind the scenes for The Mandalorian came out today. It was the making of the finale of season 2, and it really dives into how they got Mark Hamill to come in to play Luke Skywalker, all the technology they used to make his face, make him look younger, which looked like ass, and make him sound like young Luke. It's pretty cool. So check that out on Disney Plus now.
I'm sure all they had to do was literally call him, "Hey, you want to play Luke?" I guess, yeah. And
that's essentially what happened, but it takes them 10 minutes to tell that story.
Yeah, like it's Mark Hamill. Like, why wouldn't he play the character?
Exactly.
It's not like he hates the character either. Like,
yeah, no, you're not even wrong, even a little bit. Not wrong, even a little bit. So I forgot to do something. I forgot to pull up the trailer, because we are going to play the trailer here.
Oh,
and I forgot to pull it up. So let's get this up here.
Shoulder shimmy away and back.
Where are we gonna go? Where's it at?
I would guess YouTube.
What, YouTube?
YouTube.com.
No way.
And in the search bar in the center of the top of the screen, you type in Spider-Man No Way Home trailer.
Okay.
And I promise you, IGN will probably be the first one that pops up. Just press that.
Oh boy. So we're gonna go to this, and this.
Hey, it's the trailer.
It is. Let's see if we can hear it.
Oh, we can hear it. This is exciting.
Oh, look at this. This is a good one. Some suggest that Parker's powers include the male spider's ability to hypnotize females.
Stop. Come on. Yes, my spider. Can we just stay up here all day? It's so crazy down there.
That's right, folks. Spider-Man is in fact Peter Parker.
Listen, I did not kill Mysterio. The drones did.
The drones that are yours.
Does any part of you feel relieved about all this?
What do you mean?
Now that everybody knows, you don't really have to hide or lie to people.
For the record, I never wanted to lie to you. But how do you tell someone that you're Spider-Man? Now everybody knows. But this isn't about me. This is hurting a lot of people. I've just been thinking about how to fix all of this.
So, Peter, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm sorry to bother you, sir.
Please, we saved half the universe together. I think we're beyond you calling me sir.
Okay, Steven.
That feels weird, but I'll allow it.
When Mysterio revealed my identity, my entire life got screwed up. I was wondering if maybe you could make it so that he never did.
Strange. Don't cast that spell. It's too dangerous. Fine. I won't. The entire world is about to forget that Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
Wait, everyone? Can't some people still know?
That's not how the spell works.
So MJ's gonna forget about everything we've ever been through?
Stop tampering with the spell.
Oh my god, Ned, he's my best friend. Oh, my Aunt May should really know.
Stop talking.
Just happened.
We tampered with the stability of space-time. Multiverse is a concept about which we know frighteningly little. The problem is you trying to live two different lives. The longer you do it, the more dangerous it becomes. Be careful what you wish for, Parker.
Hello, Peter.
Yeah.
Every time I hear Ock say hello, Peter, I just hear what's his face from Family Guy say Peter. Every time.
Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter. That's so bad, but every time I just start laughing every time.
So, what did you think of this trailer? I mean, first off, we know it leaked the day before it was supposed to come out, and a lot of people were upset about that. Mainly people from Marvel and Sony side, I'm sure. They were taking it down as much as they could. But honestly, what was your take? Don't even talk about the leak. Let's just talk about this. What did you think of this trailer?
It was dope. I mean, I don't think we need to see anymore, but you got enough of. I mean, you got Doc Ock, so obviously he's probably gonna be the main villain, quote unquote, maybe. I mean, Green Goblin's there. You got, the Goblin Bomb. I forget what they're actually called. The Green Bomb. We're gonna just call it. Yeah, and William Dafoe's laugh. I was kind of buying you some time while you took a drink. Then you got the whole multiverse idea that should be way more explored than what we're getting. But
Yeah. Well, the trailer, I did a little reaction and thoughts on the trailer, and actually somebody got mad at me because they're like, how can you review a movie before it's come out? And I was like, what? I have no idea what you're talking about. So I did review and give my thoughts on the trailer. I thought it was a fantastic trailer. I think that they did a really good job in not giving away too much from or for the movie. This trailer does, and we're going to get into the possible spoilers in a little bit, but this trailer does kind of confirm some of the leaks that had come out over the last few months. And we're going to get into that a little bit here. But it was a fantastic trailer. It did everything that you would want a trailer to do. It gives you a little bit of a tease. I mean, it's a teaser, so it gives you a little tease of all that's going to come and leaves you asking, what the hell is going on? And that's perfect.
Tells you nothing more than what we were already told beforehand.
Yeah, but it still gets people more excited. And that is kind of the big thing, because you got to remember, they have yet to ever officially announce Alfred Molina's role in the movie. They never officially announced that Jamie Foxx would be in it. They haven't announced any of these people being in it, yet we come around and we all knew that Alfred Molina was going to be there, but now we know officially, fully, he is in the movie. So that's cool. But we didn't know that essentially because Alfred Molina slipped up and said he was in it.
He was like Peter.
Oh, Peter. So the trailer, I remember months and months and months and months ago, when they announced Doctor Strange, I think that's the only announcement that they made was Doctor Strange was going to be in this movie. People were freaking out like, oh, great. They're just replacing Tony Stark being a mentor with Doctor Strange being a mentor to Peter. When is Peter going to get to go and be on his own and blah, 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 blah. Well, this movie or this trailer shows he's not a mentor. He's just not. He's
just there.
Just like in the comics, Peter goes to other characters that if he needs some help or if he wants some advice or guidance or some ideas or anything like that, that's what he does here. He goes to Doctor Strange like, look, can we get everybody to forget that I'm Spider-Man? And that's kind of the whole idea behind it. Now, Doctor Strange is in it a lot more, and we'll get into that in our expectations and theories and ideas of what the story is going to be, but we do know he's going to be in more than just that little part. Now, what did you think? Because this has been going around a whole bunch of how Doctor Strange is acting in it. Do you think it's, strange?
I mean, yeah, kind of in the beginning, he seems way too chill for that to be happening.
There are a lot.
Literally chill because it's snowing in the sanctum, but he's just like, hey, okay, cool.
Yeah, there are a lot of theories going around about Doctor Strange. I'm not going to touch and try and theorize myself and pick one. I kind of know a good bit of the story already. So that is one aspect I don't know, and I'm hoping that it is something more, but I just want to be surprised. I don't want to go digging and find it. But a lot of people are like, Mephisto! Yet again, with the whole Mephisto crap. Some people are saying that he is Agatha Harkness's son. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think, honestly, I don't think he was acting weird, in my opinion. I don't see that. I think he's acting as Doctor Strange would. But whatever. Hey, we'll see. I don't know. I know a lot of people. I think people are just trying to now find more than, because so much has leaked and because this trailer has confirmed a lot of those leaks, people are now trying to find more.
They're just reaching for straws at this point.
That's what I think it is. So if you were to ask me, if you were to say, Robert, make a prediction, is Doctor Strange anything more than Doctor Strange? My prediction as of this moment right now, no, he is Doctor Strange. That is exactly Doctor Strange. It's not anybody in disguise. It's Doctor Strange. That's my prediction.
I agree. I don't think he would have any reason to act weird besides trying to fix the multiverse that he broke, or however that would play out. He's just trying to fix his fuck up. That's all he would be doing.
Everyone, if you're watching live, feel free to chime in, give your opinion on the trailer and some of what your thoughts on what could be happening or what could be going on, because we want to know. We want to share that with everybody and get your thoughts out there as well. So don't be afraid. Don't be too scared to share your comments. This is a friendly place. Friendly.
Dude.
Hold on.
Do it. See, I can't. You gotta do it.
You have to
do it.
All right.
Actually, just pull all of the sound clips out. All of them. All at once.
Oh, wait.
Hello, Peter.
Peter. You know when that happens in the movie, I'm literally gonna start crying.
I'm gonna elbow you. Like, shut up.
I was gonna Peter.
All right. So the marketing for this movie thus far has been non-existent until this trailer dropped just the other day, and that's kind of been a big issue, a big story for a lot of people. Is where is the marketing for this movie? It's a movie that comes out in December. We're less than 6 months away from it. Actually, almost only 4 months away from it, 4.5 months away, and we still only have this one teaser trailer, which is a little bit strange and weird in some ways, because when you're talking about these big films, take a look at something like Infinity War, where we had a trailer 9 months prior to the movie coming out, our first look. Mm-hmm. Same with Endgame. And that's usually how marketing goes. But the marketing for this has been vastly different than what has ever, no, I'm not going to say ever, but it's been expected. I know that I was expecting a trailer a couple months ago. I thought we were going to get it in June. Didn't happen. Then July came. Still didn't happen. Finally, in August, we got it. But people are upset because where the hell are Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire? Where are they at?
They died.
Well, people, before you start getting all in a tizzy, the focus of the first tease is going to have to be about Tom Holland's Spider-Man. It has to be. It has to be teasing us of where he is at after the last time we saw him. That is the point of a teaser trailer. That's not just for the Spider-Man. That's any teaser that we get for any movie. If it's a movie that is a sequel of any sort, it's going to tease us what the ramifications are from where we last saw our hero, antagonist, or what have you. So this whole trailer here, people upset that they didn't see Toby or Andrew, because again, they're still not confirmed to be in this movie anyways. There's no reason, and you cannot show them in the first tease. You just can't do it. Like, it's pointless.
It would have to focus around loosely focus around the story.
Yes,
that's it. Like,
and that's what this tease did. It focused around the story enough that says, okay, Peter is on the run in the beginning because of what has happened with his secret identity being revealed. And then it's the ramifications of his identity being revealed and how he wants to handle his friends and family, as well as everybody in the world knowing who he is. That is the story. And then we see, because of those decisions that he makes about his identity, about being Peter Parker and or Spider-Man, Doctor Strange opens a portal to something grander and bigger. And that's all you need. That is Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. That is your 3-act arc for this movie. And it teased us a little bit of it. That's exactly what we need. However, I do expect, and it's going to be a crazy 4.5 months, because I do expect we're going to get probably 2 more trailers as well as some TV spots. Now, I can guarantee we're going to get 1 additional trailer. 2 trailers is a very good possibility. And the TV spots, that's normal. But trailer 2, so the first teaser teased Green Goblin. And everybody freaked out. Holy crap, Green Goblin.
They're like, William Dafoe.
Or not Green Goblin. Not Green Goblin. Doc Ock. Doc Ock. It teases Doc Ock. I'm sorry.
Peter.
I'm Peter. So it teases Doc.
Hello, Peter.
And people freaked out from it. Now imagine if in this teaser they would have been like, here's Electro, here's Green Goblin, here's Sandman, here's Lizard, here's this.
That wouldn't have been a teaser anymore.
Well, you wouldn't have felt the impact that you felt when you saw this.
Hello, Peter.
The impact of that moment is what got everybody excited. So think of this. Trailer 2, in my opinion, my speculation, my little mind here, is going to show off another villain with a reveal at the end, similar to Doc Ock, with a real reveal at the end of somebody else. I think trailer 2 is going to be Electro. We are going to see Electro in trailer 2 in all his crazy electrical ways, being all villainous. And the end of the trailer, we're going to see Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man coming to help against Electro. That's my prediction on that one. Trailer 3 is then going to be showing off Green Goblin, Willem Dafoe, with Tobey Maguire showing up at the end of that trailer. Now, I'm not saying they should do that. In my opinion, we don't need another piece of marketing for this movie. If they're smart, they will not give us another piece of marketing. This right here, as is, moving forward as it is, will make this a $1 billion+ movie in the COVID pandemic, post-COVID pandemic era. I guarantee it. I have no doubt in my mind. This is going to be the biggest movie since the pandemic.
Yeah.
Hands down.
They just don't have to tease literally anything else.
They don't.
Just chop the trailer up. There's all your TV spots.
I agreed.
Yeah, you don't
100%. Honestly, just do a TV spot that's.
Hello, Peter.
And that's it.
There you go.
Maybe have him in a wheelchair one time.
Yeah, Joe Swanson just comes in like they do a whole Family Guy bit. That would be cool because Disney does own Family Guy.
Yeah. Well,
so they could do it.
Disney doesn't own Spider-Man.
But
well, the film rights.
But
yeah. So I think the marketing is as of right now perfectly fine as is. Of course, we all want more. I want the movie right now.
Yeah, I could totally just take it in the face right now.
But we're not getting it till December. It is what it is. So I think that we're going to get the little teases that we're going to get. But we finally have our guest here, and we're going to get him on. He's waving. And here he is.
Hey, guys. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
I can.
Hi.
Nice. That's a nice garage you got there, buddy.
Yeah, you know, I'm turning this into a my little business workspace.
Hi, business workspace.
Yeah.
Also, hi, me from another dimension. We look eerily similar.
You know, it happens. Colton, how you doing, buddy? I haven't heard from you in a while.
Yeah, I fell off the face of the earth and I came back, and then I fell into the toilet without my floaties, and then I came back.
All right.
Did you get yourself into a bunch of shit?
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, sorry about the delay, guys. What are we talking about?
We're talking about Spider-Man No Way Home is what we're talking about. We just kind of went over the trailer. We rewatched the trailer. We discussed our thoughts on the trailer. So real quick, what were your thoughts about it? What are you excited? Was it a good trailer? Was it bad?
Am I excited? Yes. I think it's awesome. It was a great. It was great. I didn't have any complaints. I subscribed to a bunch of theories. You know how that is. That's my type of watching experience. Do I think that Doctor Strange is Mephisto? Maybe. Did I think he was acting more odd than normal? Yes. Do I think that I definitely think that that was definitely Charlie Cox. And I think that Doc Ock is talking to Tobey Maguire Spider-Man at the end in the end scene, like for sure.
That's 100%. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, I mean, this is obvious.
Hello, Peter.
Yeah, like, the scenes don't even match.
No, they don't.
They don't
match.
look anything like each other. Like, come on.
No, not at all.
This is
100%.
Thor's eyeball all over again. That's what this is.
It's a bait and switch. Bait and switch, everybody. Bait and
like
switch.
100%. It's Thor's eye. It's Thor's missing eye. 100% guaranteed confirmed. I have to subscribe to that theory. Now, I just learned about the theory about Doctor Strange being Mephisto.
I'm sick. Look, I was just explaining to Colton that what I think it is I think that the leaks that had come out for this movie, everybody's seen these leaks, and this trailer essentially confirms most of those leaks. So people are now trying to go and find something else that they could be excited about that isn't a leak. And that's what I think happened here. I think people are grasping at straws. I think he's fine. I think he's nothing but Doctor Strange. I just think that's what it is.
My favorite theory I've seen scrolling through the TikToks late at night is when Peter's running through the school or whatever in the black suit is him trying to pull Venom off of him. And I was like, that's completely implausible, but sure.
No, that is his black and gold suit, which we've seen teased with some of the toys that are coming out. And it looks like it's kind of imbued with some of the sorcery that Doctor Strange has, which I think, if I can pull it up here real quick, I think ultimately what that is from
is the retired Antonio Brown jersey from the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, that's it. Where the heck is this? There's a shot. I don't know if you've seen the shot where Peter has something in his hand and Doctor Strange is, hitting him and kind of taking him out of his, out of body experience type of thing.
Oh, the mother box?
Yeah, the thing that looks like a mother box. That there is what I think gives him the black suit. I think that is a contraption that he is stealing from Doctor Strange from the Sanctum to utilize to repair what has happened. And I think that's what's going on there. That's just what I think, because the black suit we've seen teased, and I've been trying to figure out how would he get a suit that looks like that? Like, how would he get a suit that looks, that has
like the toys?
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
probably it's. I mean, that goes with saying, like, everybody thinks that whoever it is, Lizard or Morbius or Venom or whoever it is, it's not Venom.
Yeah,
there's no way it's Venom.
I literally commented on the TikTok. I was like, "That's so implausible. It's not even funny." And the amount of hate I got from it, I was like, "Okay."
All right.
Listen, whether we get Toby, whether we get Andrew, whether any of that actually happens, which let's hope it does. Let's hope that's what's going on. I mean, it seems in like the foreground, like it seems like it's absolutely 100% happening, and they're just keeping it really, really on the DL. Mm-hmm. But like, everybody's got all this hope that they're going to do this massive, crazy thing, when in reality, the chances of us seeing somebody else, like freaking, a Fantastic Four member or Deadpool or freaking Wolverine, you know what I mean? So that's way more plausible than I think having Venom enter. Especially, like, we don't even know if Tom Holland is in the Venom. He might be in that movie. I have no idea. But I feel like that's the route they're going to go before they put Venom in the Marvel universe. Like
100%, yeah.
I don't think that same thing with Morbius. I mean, we don't even know what universe they're pulling from. I don't know if that, to me, it was all but confirmed that poster on the wall in the Morbius trailer was Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what it looks like. But it also looks like the Spider-Man from the video game. So I don't know.
All right. So we're going to get into some possible spoilers here. And the reason why I pull this up is because we're going to talk about the leaks that came out a couple months ago and how, and I'm going to read over these leaks. There's about 6 or 7 bullet points here I'm going to read over, and you're going to see how these leaks are very similar and how the trailer kind of confirms some of this. And this isn't all the leaks. I just kind of picked out some of them that I thought were really interesting. Now, the leaks highlight, the one big thing they highlight is that Green Goblin is the one who assembles the Sinister Six. Now, we do know that at least 5 of these 6 villains are going to be Doc Ock, Lizard, Electro, Sandman, and Goblin himself. Those are 5 right there. We still don't have confirmation on who the 6th is. Now, the leaks do say that it is Rhino. However, I'm leaning more towards it being Mysterio because I don't think he's gone. I don't think he's dead. And I think he's playing a bigger role in everything.
Wait, I heard a theory that it might be something different.
Oh, what's that?
This so far is the only theory I've seen of it, but I saw that they're following, I don't know what story it comes from, but they could be following a variant of Ned as Hobgoblin.
Yeah, I hope that's not what it is. But
I hope so too. That sounds gay.
I want him to turn into the Hobgoblin in the real MCU. I do want to see that happen, but I want to see that transition. I don't want it to just boom, he's there.
Like maybe he gets inspired by the Green Goblin and you just like,
something
fuck
like
you,
that.
Peter.
Yeah. And with everything that happens in this movie, how he loses his memory of who Peter is and that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, and then all these other events that go on because now he has his hatred for Spider-Man. They could easily do that. I think that would be really badass, actually. Now, the villains are pulled into this reality after a spell goes awry by Doctor Strange. We saw that. I mean, we see the spell go bad in the trailer. So this was from a couple months ago, guys, this leak. Goblin gains the trust of Peter and uses him to help acquire technology. The leak says Stark technology that he can then use in his own universe. Now we really haven't seen anything for that. Obviously, we know Goblin is there. I don't think it's Stark tech only because we see Peter running with that mother box thing. But that's just, we'll go from there. But it could be Stark tech because they try to insert Tony Stark into everything now.
Why couldn't it be Stark tech from like variant Stark tech?
This is, for Green Goblin, this is variant Stark tech.
Oh, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Well, why couldn't it be Oscorp tech? Why would Green Goblin use Stark tech?
Because in his universe, according to the leak, in his universe, he does not have the capabilities to create some of the things that Tony Stark has created, such as the arc reactor. And he wants to utilize that in his own universe for himself. Again, this is leaks. This is nothing official. This is what was coming out. Now, to do this, Peter must also help the other villains escape. The whole idea behind it is Green Goblin says, if you get me this technology, you will be able to help get me and the rest of these people back to our timelines and fix everything. That's what Green Goblin says to Peter. Peter then goes on the mission to collect this item, this technology, whatever it is. But Green Goblin has an ulterior motive. It's not to necessarily save everybody, but it's for him to gain more power. Strange and Peter then go head-to-head, but ultimately have to join forces to face off against the baddies. It doesn't go well, so Strange decides to go to other universes from those villains and bring in the Spidey heroes from there to help take down their foes. Garfield and Maguire show up, and
Hello, Peter.
so so that's the gist of what leaks came out a couple months ago, and you can kind of see a good bit of those are confirmed by this trailer. We see Strange and Peter at odds with each other. We know the Green Goblin's there, or a goblin. We know Electro. We see Sandman. We see Ock. We see a bunch of different things there. Now, the one thing that I think is interesting is, and to really sit and think about it. I think I may have sent this to Deej. I don't know if I sent it to you, Colton. I may have, but I have a theory, because why is Peter going to just say, "Oh, hey, Mr. Green Goblin, sure, I'll do whatever you want. Yeah, let's do that." I feel that there has to be a deeper connection. There has to be something that makes Peter think, I can trust this person. I can trust him because XYZ. And I know a lot of people have been wanting and saying, you know what would be cool is if they brought in a variant of Ben Parker, his uncle Ben Parker, but it's actually played by Tobey Maguire, and he's Spider-Man in another universe. And that's a great, great idea. But what if they kind of flip that and do it where Ben Parker is actually Green Goblin in another universe? So when Green Goblin comes, he sees him, and that's where he is able to trust this variant of his uncle, and says, "Oh, it's my uncle." Like, he sees his uncle, so he's going to believe and trust and do his bidding. I think that would be a really cool twist. I don't think it's actually going to happen, but it would be a really cool twist, because that's the issue I have with these leaks, are that so much of it hinges on this whole idea and aspect that Peter is trusting a villain, and he's done that 2 movies in a row. Well, 1 movie. This last movie, he trusted Mysterio. I don't see him falling for the same trick twice.
I agree.
Well, what do we?
Deej, you're slipping away. Come back.
Do that for a second until he gets his stuff fixed. He kind of disappeared.
So here's a throwaway one. I think the 6th member of the Sinister Six will be Scorpion.
Scorpion, that's another one. That's another one.
Wasn't he referenced in Homecoming? In the post-credit scene?
In the post-credit scene, yes.
So maybe we'll see Vulture make some sort of like split-second thing.
Perhaps. Maybe. But with these villains coming to this universe, couldn't it be easy enough for people from the current universe to go to other universes as well?
Yeah, and then you have like a whole cluster.
Yeah, a whole cluster F. And then you just have this pop up all the time.
Hello, Peter.
Peter.
So what do you
hear
think?
First, Joe Swanson's a variant to Doc Ock, but yeah.
So what do you think is going to happen in the movie? What do you think is the just give me your rundown of what you think is going to happen.
So it's going to be the beginning. Like pretty much everything we've seen in this trailer is going to be the beginning of the film. Yeah. Peter's going to be harassed. He's going to have to go to court, all that fun stuff. Then he's going to go to Doctor Strange, and Doctor Strange is like, "Hey, hi, Deej. Hi.
Sorry, I don't know what happened."
Hello there.
So, anyway, I'll restart it since Deej is here. So everything we saw in the trailer is the beginning of the film. Peter's in court, getting harassed, talking to Mary Jane up on the thing. Or is she still Mary Jane? No, she's MJ.
MJ.
Talking to her, and then he goes to Doctor Strange, like, "Hey, can we fix this?" And pretty much the whole trailer still plays out. Then we see eventually like the multiverse start to collapse, and you're going to start seeing villains and other things start meld together, and kind of piggyback off your Green Goblin theory thing.
Mm-hmm.
And
did you guys see? Did you see the other leak of the Green Goblin and Electro CGI like stand-ins? Yeah, it was like an animation.
Oh, I didn't see the animation. I saw the photos of them, but I didn't see the animation.
Let me see if I can find it. I'm
not putting the photo on my channel. I've heard a few people got their channels striked or Twitter's removed because of.
Now, before I cut out there, I was asking, what do you think the chances of seeing Dane DeHaan in this?
None. Zero.
None.
Yeah, I don't think I think his take was so poorly received that they'll steer clear of it in the MCU. That's why they're bringing in Willem Dafoe as the Goblin, because DeHaan wasn't taken very well. And come on, that movie was just horrendous. I'm surprised they brought Electro into it, but I think because they wanted to get a couple villains from each of them, they were like, well, who else does Garfield have? Lizard, Electro, Rhino, like who else does he have? So I think that's kind of why they did that. I not to cut you off here, Colton, in your theory, but I do want to say something here. I threw this on the Tiki Talk yesterday, and this is my theory because
I must not have saved it.
This theory I think is actually I think it's going to hold up. I truly believe it's going to hold up. I think the first 20 to 24, 4 minutes of the movie is going to kind of handle the ramifications of his identity being exposed. It's going to rush through the legal proceedings. Everything like that is going to be handled within the first 20-ish minutes of the film. At the 26, 27 mark of this movie, I'm telling you, at the 26, 27 point of this movie, that is the moment where Doctor Strange's spell goes awry.
Because of
you want to know why?
I do. I know why.
Because the moment in Loki when the one who remains is sitting there and he stops, and then everything changes from that point forward. They've already lined up WandaVision when she turns into the Scarlet Witch at the 26, 27 minute mark of that episode, of the final episode, is when she becomes the Scarlet Witch.
When he does when he does that?
Yeah, the 26, 27 minute mark of the Loki finale is when the one who remains says, everything has changed.
We've crossed the threshold.
You crossed the threshold. It's going to happen in this movie. I'm telling you, it's going to happen in this movie because there's going to be. I think Marvel is going to say we want this moment to everything can line up from this moment forward. Now there will be that because right now everybody's like, when does this take place? When does this take place? When does this take place? That's going to be the moment where everything changes. So things line up at that point forward, and all of these random anomalies are happening that the one who remains could not stop from happening, and they all happen at the same time to make everything change. I'm telling you, that's going to happen.
I agree with that.
I'm going to sit there with my watch on and be like, all right, let's go. I'm watching the movie.
I mean, that's a smart take. I mean, we probably won't get that. It might be almost there in the theater. But I bet you when it comes out, that's when the lineups are going to be shown.
I mean, you're not going to see the lineup in the theater. I mean, in the theater, it's going to just play. The movie's just going to play out. But after everybody goes home and it's out on video or on streaming, and people are going to be able to sit down and line everything up, I think that's when you're all going to notice.
Man, I think you're right.
I agree.
I hope so.
I think we're actually going to see Kang in a post-credit scene.
Kang would be cool to see for sure.
Actually, I don't know if they're going to go that far.
Well, he's got to set up. He's showing up in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. The next movie after this is Doctor Strange in March, right?
I think so.
So, I mean, this movie leads right into Strange.
I feel like the next character that has to be teased, and I'm not just being a hopeful Marvel fan, I really honestly feel like if this is the route they're going, the next character that has to be teased is Reed Richards. But I feel like they're also going to just like throw Deadpool in there or something. Just, you know what I mean? To be fucky. Like that's what they do.
Mm. Yeah, there was a while ago I heard that Reed Richards was going to be showing up in a cameo, a very small role, and I don't remember if it was Spider-Man or Doctor Strange. It would make more sense in Spider-Man, but I do know, and I've heard it on very good authority, that Deadpool will have a cameo in the Doctor Strange movie. So keep a lookout for that. That's when we're going to first see Deadpool, I believe, is next March in the MCU.
I mean, it's going to be somebody, and I feel like they're really not going to. I don't know. I feel like the post-credit scene is going to be really dumb.
Yeah, we're gonna get an ant drumming like we did in Ant-Man and the Wasp.
It's going to be so stupid, like they do on occasion.
So, what are your thoughts? So, from what we know at this point, what do you think is going to what is this going to do to the grand scheme of the MCU moving forward? This movie, what do you think off of what we know?
Honestly, I have no idea what their aim would be in opening up the Spider-Verse if that's what they're doing. I feel like it's the movie might be a little overhyped. It's going to be good, and I feel like it's not this movie's not going to have the ramifications that Doctor Strange is going to have.
Well, you weren't on the show earlier, so the rumor and thought going around, and what I've heard, is that this whole multiverse aspect is going to be relatively cleaned up by the end of Doctor Strange. That there's going to be long-lasting things that are going to take effect in the MCU, but the whole traversing the multiverse, opening the multiverse, closing the multiverse, and blah, 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 all that will all be wrapped up by the end of Doctor Strange, the next Doctor Strange movie, and all of the outcome from the multiverse being open and closed is going to be what drives the MCU forward at that point. That's what I've heard.
Well, right. I mean, we're not talking about Flashpoint here.
No.
You know what I mean? It's not, and this is for a whole other podcast, but like, I don't think Michael Keaton's going to stick around in the DC universe for.
I was waiting for it.
I don't think that's going to happen. You know what I mean? In this universe, like, I don't think that there's going to be some variant of Tony Stark and it's going to be Tom Cruise and he's going to be Iron Man. Like, it's not going to happen. Like,
yeah,
that's just the way it is. But I don't know what the greater. I have no idea. Like, you know what I mean? There's still post-credit scenes that they have to answer that we haven't. Like, what was the post-credit scene for Black Widow? Was it anything substantial at all?
That is setting up either the Dark Avengers or something like that. Basically, it's Madame Hydra going around and recruiting, just like Nick Fury was going around and recruiting at the beginning of the MCU. She's going around, so she recruited U.S. Agent, who's the Captain America. She recruited the new Black Widow, and that's kind of what she's doing right now. So that's what that was. That's going to be a whole other story because look, the MCU is freaking exploding right now, and people just don't realize it because we're so stuck on what's next for Spider-Man, all these old characters and old heroes that we've been watching for the last 10, 11, 12 years. But it is absolutely exploding right now because we have this whole supernatural verse that's being built on Moon Knight and Man-Thing and Werewolf by Night and all that crap. Then you have Miss Marvel. You have Photon. Everything going on with the whole Marvel side of things. Plus, the X-Men are going to be introduced at some point. So we have all of this stuff that's going on with Marvel right now. It's absolutely exciting, and they're building so much of it now. Right now, they're filming all this stuff for Disney Plus, and everybody's so focused on, well, what's going to happen in Marvel Cinematic Universe from Spider-Man or Doctor Strange, when we need to sit back and say, well, we're seeing it happen already because what they're doing on these shows and what we know is coming, this is all going to be ramifications from what happens in these movies.
This movie is a ramification of what happened from Loki, and that's why I don't think. Yes, 100%, because I don't think that this movie is the antithesis for anything much larger. I think Ant-Man is going to be,
perhaps,
you know what I mean, because Ant-Man 1 is great, Ant-Man 2 it's okay, and then Ant-Man the second Ant-Man, or the third one, sorry, is going to be the one that they're going to try to make the good one.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna have ramifications. You know what I mean? It's probably gonna be a ipso facto civil war. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a backdoor for other things. You know what I mean? You're gonna have, hey, Ant-Man, I'm the face of this, and the same way that they put Black Panther in Civil War.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna be a backdoor pilot for the new Avengers or some shit like. Or that's where it's gonna be it's probably gonna be the backdoor pilot for Fantastic Four.
Spider-Man is going to be the backdoor pilot for Sinister Six. I think this is going to affect more of the Sony Spider-Man universe, which, by the way, was just announced to be the new name of the Spider-Man universe in the Sony side of things. Yeah, that just came out today.
Nice.
But the Sony Spider-Man universe, I think, is going to be more built up from this movie than the MCU is. This movie, I think, is going to lead directly into Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is going to explode, wrap everything up, and then from that point, it's going to be like, okay, how the hell do we handle all this? But I think that we're going to get, and I've said this a few times, I think we're going to get 2 separate Spider-Mans out of this film. One that continues on over in the Sony side, one that will continue on in the MCU side. I truly believe that's what's going to happen, whether it's Miles Morales, whether it's Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, Tom Holland, whoever it is that is going to continue on the Sony side. Another one is going to continue on the MCU side moving forward because Sony wants this Spider-Man money. And I think that they made a deal. I truly believe that there was a deal made that this will be the final solo Spider-Man movie for the MCU. However, they'll be allowed to utilize Spider-Man in team-ups down the line. Whereas Sony can then start making solo Spider-Man movies again to fit with their Venom, Morbius, blah, 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 blah.
Probably.
That's what I think is going to happen here.
I wonder which one they're going to choose.
I don't know.
I feel like it's not going to be Tobey Maguire.
No, I think he dies at the end of this movie. I think that's going to have the most emotional impact for Spider-Man fans, and it would be a very fitting end for him to go down here. And it's just my opinion.
Probably.
Like Gwen Stacy's going to come back and die again.
Spider-Gwen?
Yeah.
What? Wait, hold on a second. Like Emma Stone, Gwen Stacy?
There was rumor that she was going to pop up in this. There was rumor that's one of the rooms. Same with Kirsten Dunst. There was rumor that she was going to pop up in it. So,
I mean, dude, they were literally all in Los Angeles. Was it Los Angeles?
Because actors don't go to Los Angeles?
No, whatever they were filming,
Canada,
wherever they were filming, they were all in the same place at the same time.
No, you're right. Yeah, you're exactly right. That is true. I know. I like screwing with people when I say
yeah,
that.
I get it. Like that's where they're at, dude. Like,
Hello, Peter.
Dude, that's ridiculous. You need to get a guy named Peter on the show.
Oh, that'd be awesome. All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up here. We hit our hour mark. I know, Deej, you wanted to talk more. I apologize.
Okay. I said everything I needed to say.
Yeah, but make sure you guys check out Deej. He's got a couple podcasts out. He's got a lot of back catalog, not so much new stuff, but he's got a lot of back catalog. Cup of Cheer podcast, which is great, talks about it's a couple years old, but it's still relevant today when it comes to the holiday spirit. So make sure you check out.
There's only so many things you can talk about Christmas.
Very true.
I prepped the show last year and was like, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do it. I have nothing to talk about. We pretty much covered it all.
He does VR stuff. If you actually jump over to the Bridging the Geekdoms YouTube, you'll find some of his content for VR over there. I don't know if he's changing his name. He might be changing that name. We'll find out.
I have no idea. Same thing with Nerdtalkalypse. I may relaunch, and there may go the back catalog.
Colton over there does Polygon Warriors, and we'll be doing a lot of the interviews for Bridging the Geekdoms as well moving forward. So make sure you check him out. Make sure you head to Spoilerverse.com for all that stuff and so much more. And make sure next week on September 1st at noon to check out my interview with content and comic creator Dawson Wiedrick. It's an awesome interview. I love doing it. He's a great guy. I cannot wait for everybody to check out that interview. So make sure you check that out next week. With all that said, take it easy. Bye, Deej's forehead.
Hello, Peter.
God damn it.